Okay, we can use algebra to solve this question. So we let the number of pairs be x, and we let the number of apples be y. Okay, so we know that Sally had 7 fruits fewer than Tom. Tom bought apples and Sally bought pears. So we can say that the apple is more. So y is equal to x plus 7. This will be our equation 1. Okay, and the cost spent on pears, it will be the number of pairs, which is x, multiplied by the cost per pair, which is 70 cents. So x times 70 is equal to 70x cents. And the cost on apples will be y times 40. So we will have 40y cents. Okay, so we can form the second equation because it said that Sally spent $1.10 more than Tom. So if we were to take the spending on the pear minus the spending on the apples, we should have $1.10. Okay, so we will have this 70x minus 40 y is equal to 110 cents. Okay, this will be our equation 2. So now we sub equation 1 to 2. Okay, we have 70x minus 40. Y we replace it with x plus 7 is equal to 110. So we have 70x minus 40x minus 280 is equal to 110. So 30x is equal to 110 plus 280. We have 390. So x is equal to 390 divided by 13. Okay, then if x is equal to 13, we can find out what is y, because y is equal to x plus 7. So y is equal to 13 plus 7 is equal to 20. So we want to find out how much did Tom spend on the apples. So that will be 40 times y. So spending on apples, it will be 40 times 20. We have 800 cents, which is also $8. Okay, so how many pairs did Sally buy? That will be x, and x we found it to be 13. Okay, so we can answer both part A and B. So part A will be 13, part B will be $8. Okay, we know that there's a special package for the curry puff if the customer were to buy 4 at one go, because when the customer buy 3 curry puffs at 80 cents, the fourth one will be at half price, which is half of 80 cents, that will be 40 cents. Okay, so we can find out the cost of the package of 4 curry puff. Okay, that will be 3 times 80 cents plus half of 80 cents. Okay, that will give us 240 here plus another 40 cents. This will be $2.80. Okay, so with $50, how many package of this 4 curry puff can the person buy? Okay, that will be 50 divided by 280. We get 18.9 So we round down 17. So the customer can buy 17 package of 4 curry puff. Okay, so now let's look at how he spent his $50. Okay, $50 he can buy 17 packages of 4 curry puff. Okay, and that will be a total of 17 times 4, which is 68 curry puff. And the cost of this, it has to be 17 times 280. That will give us $47.60. Okay, so after spending $47.60, this customer will be left with 50 minus 47.6. That will be $2.40. And $2.40, the number of curry puff that he can buy, it will be 240 divided by the cost of 1 curry puff, 80 cents. So he can buy 3 curry puff. So using the package of 4 curry puff, right, he can buy 68. And the remaining sum of money, he can buy 3. So the total number of curry puff that he can buy, it will be 68 plus 3 is equal to 71. Okay, Wei Yang puts 2 coins in a money box every day, and his mother put in $1 coin in the box every 7 days. Okay, so if you want to find out how many coins were there altogether, right? So we can first find out number of coins Wei Yang put in. Okay, that will be 2 times 182. We have 364 coins. And number of coins Wei Yang's mother put in, it will be 182 divided by 7, because every 7 days his mother will put in $1 coin. Okay, so it will be 182 divided by 7. That will give us 26. So for part A, total coins, it will be 364 plus 26. This will give us 390. Okay, now we can move on to the second part. Okay, part B. Okay, to find out how many of the coins were 50 cents coin, right? First of all, we can use algebra. We let the number of 50 cents coins be x. Okay, now we can start forming the equation. Okay, there were altogether x number of 50 cents coins. Okay, so x times 50 cents, which is 0.5. So if there are x number of 50 cents coin, then for 20 cents coins, it has to be the total number 364 minus x. So we have 364 minus x number of 20 cents coins. Okay, so number of 20 cents coin multiplied by 20 cents, 0.2, and we have to plus 26 times of $1 that is put in by his mother, plus 26. This will give us a total of 133.9. Okay, 133.9. Okay, so this we will get 0.5x plus 364 times 0.2, we have 72.8 minus 0.2x plus 26 is equal to 133.9. So we have 0.3x plus 98.8 is equal to 133.9. So 0.3x is equal to 133.9 minus 98.8. We have 35.1. So x is equal to 35.1 divided by 0.3. We have 117. So they are all together 117 50-cent coins. Okay, so if you in the answer, part A, the answer is 390. And for part B, it is 117. Okay, we know that the slower machine took 100 minutes to finish the job. So 100 minutes is actually 1 hour and 40 minutes. And we know that the job is finished at 1 p.m. So we just need to take 1 p.m. minus 1 hour and 40 minutes. So in this case, we will be left with 11:20 a.m. Okay, so now we move on to part B. What is the total number of copies printed by the two machines? Okay, so what we need to do here, right, we can use algebra. So we let the number of copies that the slower machine printed in 1 minute be x. Okay, so in 1 minute, we know that the slower machine will print x copies, and the faster machine since it can print 6 more copies of the newsletter per minute than the slower one. So in 1 minute, it should print x plus 6 copies. Okay, so that means in 70 minutes, the faster machine would have printed 70 times x plus 6 copies. So that will be 70x plus 420. Okay, and in 100 minutes, the slower machine will print 100x copies. Okay, and we know from the question that the slower machine the faster machine took 70 minutes to print the same number of copies as the slower machine, which took 100 minutes. So that means 70x plus 420, which is what the faster machine printed in 70 minutes, is equal to 100x, which is what the slower machine printed in 100 minutes. So we will have 70x plus 420 is equal to 100x. So we will have 30x is equal to 420, x is equal to 14 copies. Okay, so the number of copies printed by the slower machine, it will be total copies by slower machine, it will be 100 times 14, 1400. And since the faster machine also printed the same number of copies, the total copies printed by the two machines it has to be 1400 times 2. That will give us 2800. So the answer for part A, it is 11:20 AM, and for part B it's 2800. Okay, in this question we are given the area of this small dotted square, and it's 49 cm square. So we know that the formula for the area of a square is L times L, which is L square. So given the area, we can find out what is the length of this small square. So it will be just square root of the area. So in this case, the length, it will be square root of 49. That will give us 7 cm. Okay, so we can fill in the blanks now. So this is 7, 7, 7, and 7. And we have the base of the triangle here. 1 base, 2 base, plus the length of the square. That will give us 23 cm. So what we can do, right, is this 23 minus 7 divided by 2. That will give us 16/2, 8 cm. So each of the base of the triangle, it will be 8 cm, 8 cm, 8, and 8. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay, so now the question here is that we have to find the length of PQ. So PQ is this length, and if you can see it, PQ is also equal to the side of this dotted bigger square. Okay, so we can use the same method to find the side of the dotted bigger square. We can use the formula L is equal to square root of the area. So what we need to do is to find the area of this big dotted square. Okay, so this big dotted square area is actually the sum of the small square plus the area of the 4 right angle triangle. So what we can do here, right, is this area of bigger dotted square is equal to 49, which is the area of the small square, plus 4 times the area of the right angle triangle, which is half, times 8 times the height. The height here is 7 plus 8 cm, so that will give us 15 cm. So the area of the bigger dotted square, it will be 289. And to find out what is the length of each side, right, you can use the same formula. L is equal to square root of the area of the square. So it will be just 289, and we know that the length of each side is 17 cm. Okay, before we start to answer this question, let's change all the dimensions to the same unit, which is meter, so that our calculation will be easier. So this 42 cm will become 0.42 meter, and this 10 cm will become 0.1 meter. Okay, now what we can do here, right, is that we are given that the width of the cupboard is 0.9 meter. So this is 0.9 meter. And we can find out what is the width of the rectangular box. Okay, because 2 times the width of the rectangular box is equal to 0.9 meters. So down here, width of rectangular box is equal to 0.9 divided by 2. That will be 0.45 meter. Okay, next, we know that the width of the box is 0.45 meter, but we do not know what is the length of the box. So we can just let it be x. So what we do here, right, is we let the length of rectangular box be x. Okay, so if we were to look at the height of the cupboard, so this height here, it will be x plus x plus x plus 0.42. And for this side, the height should be x plus 4 times of the width, which is 4 times 0.45 plus 0.1 meter here. So with this, we can form an equation. So the equation will be 3x plus 0.42 is equal to x plus 4 times 0.45 plus 0.1. So we have 3x plus 0.42 is equal to x plus 1.8 plus 0.1. So 3x plus 0.42 is equal to x plus 1.9. And 2x is equal to 1.9 minus 0.42. So 2x is equal to 1.48. And x is equal to 1.48 divided by 2. That will give us 0.74 meter. Okay, so now we know that the length of the rectangular box is 0.74 meter. We can answer the first question A. What is the width of the gap at the side in figure B? So it will be this gap. So this gap is just 0.9 meters minus of the length of the box, which is 0.74. Okay, so question A, the width of the gap is equal to 0.9 minus 0.74. That will give us 0.16 meter. And the next question, what is the height of the cupboard? Okay, so the height of the cupboard is just 3x plus 0.42. So 3 times 0.74 plus 0.42. The answer will be 2.64 meters. Okay, so that's our answer. Let's write it in. For A, the answer is 0.16 meter, and for B is 2.64 meters. Okay, we have two rectangular containers P and Q. So the base area of P is 60 cm square, while that of Q is 40 cm square. So you can just label here 60 cm square and 40 cm square. And at first, P contained water to a height of 32 cm as shown here, and Q was empty as shown. So part A, what is the volume of the water at P? Okay, we can find the volume by just taking the base area, which is 60, multiplied by the height, okay, 32. So the volume of the water in P at first, we will get 1920 cm cube. Okay, next, Rahim then poured some water from P to Q. So after that, the height of water in P was twice that in Q. So let's imagine that there's some water being poured into Q, and the height here, if it's x, the remaining height in P, it has to be 2x. Okay, so for part B, we can let the height of water in Q be x. So since the water level in P was twice that in Q, right? The height of water in P, it has to be 2x. So if we know the new height of the water in P, we can calculate the volume of the water left in P. So the volume of water in P, it is also same thing, the base area 60 times the new height of 2x. So 60 times 2x, we have 120x. So we do this for Q as well. Volume of water in Q, it will be the base area times height, so it is 40 times x, where 40x. And if we add up the water in both containers, we will get back the initial volume, which is 1920. So we can form the equation 120x plus 40x is equal to 1920. 160x is equal to 1920. X is equal to 1920 divided by 160. That will be 12 cm. Okay, and if you want to find out what is the new height of the water level in P, this is 2x. So you can just write down height of water in P is now 2x, which is 2 times 12. That will give us 24 cm.